All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go racing from the Lady in Black. Jeremy Root and Justin Swafford on the front row. Clay Kirchenbauer and Jeremy Edwards have the second row. Richie Joplin and Cody Kennedy on the third row. Jeffrey Goodpaster, Blake Viken on the fourth. Jacob Morgan and Pudge round out the top 10. Patrick Pieper in 11th and Tyler Ott starting in 12th. Edmund Jones in 13th. Ryan McDaniel starts in 14th. D.P. Riggins in 15th. Aaron Brill 16th. Colby Whipple in 17th. Mike Brown in 18th. Dustin Slover starts 19th. Russell Worth in 20th. Brian Hewitt starting in 21st. And Brandon Newby rounds out the field in 22nd. Everybody getting lined up at the front. And we're going to try something new at the start of the green flag on this one that was suggested during this broadcast a week ago. I think this is going to be just a hilarious mess, but we're going to give it a try anyway because you guys asked for it, so... Just waiting for one or two more drivers to take to the grid. A lot of new paint schemes in the field tonight as well. It looks like Jeremy Edwards did not take to the grid. Jeremy Edwards will drop to the tail. We'll have to see if he gets back out and starts. Guys warming up and scuffing those tires, keeping them cleaned off and ready. Looks like there will be a delay on the green. Let's hear your predictions for this one in the comments, knowing that they have an incident limit, limited tires, and no fast repair. How soon do you think we will see a caution, or will we see a caution, or will these guys be playing it extra conservative tonight? Lights are back out. Looks like we are going green this time. Jeremy Edwards has not popped onto pit road. He has not come out. No idea what is going on there. John Barry, I have to agree. I hope this stays green and clean. Hayes' car is in. It is time to go racing at the Lady in Black. Here they come. Out of turn 4, race fans, let's go racing. Duggity, 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 let's go racing, folks. Already already seeing cars drop. A truck is down really low through 1 and 2. Looks like it's Jeffrey Goodpaster. Jeremy Edwards did roll off pit road. He'll catch into the tail end. Jeremy Root, Justin Swafford already opening up a gap on Cody Kennedy and Clay Kirchenbauer. But remember, Clay, this is his kind of track. Tire saving, long run, and strategy. Tonight could be the night. Kevin cheering on Mr. Pujanowski, hoping he gets back to victory lane here at Darlington. Root and Swafford already open up that gap. Everybody else, most of the field, settling into single file for the moment. Brandon Newby up top. Russell Worth, though, gets loose off the turn. Russell's arm still not 100%. That could come into play again tonight. Swafford ran the fastest lap so far last time by. Now remember, these guys probably only have 3 to 4 fast laps on that set of tires before the lap times start dropping. So even with the track temp going down due to the sun, due to it being nighttime, even with the cooler track temperatures, we're not likely to see a faster time until they're on fresh tires. Clay Kirchenbauer has now moved back into third, putting Cody Kennedy back to fourth. Clay a little loose there off turn 2. And Clay is starting to reel in the top 2. Darren Silva cheering Darren, where are you, man? Pudge already up 3 spots into 7th. Pieper up 3 spots into 8th. DP Riggins up 3 spots into 12th. Mike Brown also up 3 spots into 15th. But the biggest mover so far is Newby. Brandon Newby up 5 spots into 17th. Jeffrey Goodpaster has dropped all the way back to 12th place. And Jeremy Edwards, who started on pit road, is now back in 21st. Clay closing in even closer on the 2 leaders, putting a gap between him, Cody Kennedy, Blake Veakin, Richie Joplin. Pudge sitting back there in 7th, looking at the back bumper on Richie Joplin. And hey, let's take a look at the back bumper of Richie Joplin. Everybody got a big kick out of that old timer on the back of Richie Joplin's truck. Although Richie Joplin today is his 242nd birthday of 2023. Oh, I got you, Darren. Sorry, buddy. Definitely miss having you out there. Points leader Edmund Jones now up 3 spots, has cracked into the top 10. Blake Veakin was hoping tonight would be the night he could close that gap down. Blake currently in 4th place, up 4 spots already. Newby continuing his march to the front, up 7 spots into 15th. Hey, good evening, Richie West. And Richie, where is Tanya? I haven't seen her all week. Blake Viken back and forth. Cody Kennedy in 5th. Richie Joplin in 6th. Pudge in 7th. All pretty much nose to tail. Newbie continuing his march is closing up to the back bumper of Aaron Brill in 14th. Clay Kirchenbauer lost the 2 leaders, was over a second behind just 4 laps into this thing. Has now closed right back to the back bumper and is on the move. Tire fall off and tire conservation is going to be huge here tonight. Swafford set that fast lap just about 10 laps ago. That fast lap of 29.5 last time by 30.34. So they have lost almost a second in the last 10 laps. Little bit of a battle going on here between Richie Joplin, Cody Kennedy, and Pudge. Cody slips back into 6th. And Patrick Pieper right behind, also closing in. Jacob Morgan not far behind this battle either. Oh, we've got a car in the wall and caution is out. It is Cody Kennedy. The first caution of the night, lap 14. Let's see what happened to Cody. Cody up into the wall through 3 and 4 and gets loose right in front of Pudge. Almost had it saved. But hard hit to the inside wall. Richie, I'm not sure if I should be scared or not, buddy. Now the question is, these drivers they started on 1 set, they have 5 more sets of tires. They are 15 laps in, have lost about a second a lap. Yep, Jeremy Root is going to bring the field in. We'll be watching closely Brandon Newby, who picked up 8 spots since the drop of the green flag. Mike Brown chose to stay out, as did Russell Worth and Brian Hewitt. That could make for a big change. Richie, if it pulls that off, you will. That would be a miracle. So the top 3 did not come in. Jeremy Root comes out in 4th. Brandon Newby comes back out in 14th. Let's see if we can get a word with him. Hey, Newby, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, how's it going?
Going great, buddy, but you are really on a mission tonight. You've already picked up 8 spots since the drop of the green flag. You got enough to get to the front here?
Well, I probably did, and then you talked to me, and I know you got that curse going on, so I'm probably gonna wreck here.
Well, I certainly hope I did not curse you, buddy. Man, you have really been on a tear. I was surprised that you started so far back, but man, you've been making it work.
My first lap of practice was my half a lap in qualifying, so here we are.
Well, man, you stack back up, getting ready to go, buddy. Good luck, and I hope I didn't just curse you.
If you did, it's okay.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Newbie on a mission tonight. Good evening, Becky Snodgrass. Becky, is it sunk in the new last name yet? Since nobody reacted at the start of the race, we're going to try this one more time. Give me your thoughts. Well, it does not look like we are going green just yet. Hey, Tina, thank you so much for the stars. You have no idea how much we appreciate it. Becky, give it time and enjoy it, young lady. I'm very happy for you and Scotty. That's a plus, Becky. I hope that continues for the rest of your lives. Lights are out on the pace car, so we are going to get the restart this time by. And like I said, I did it at the start as a request from last week. I'll do it one more time, but if nobody likes it, we'll never do it again. It feels weird saying it. Pace car is in, getting ready for the restart on lap 18, out of turn 4. Jeremy Root in control, here we go. Duggity, 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 green flag is back in the air. Clay Kirchenbauer quickly getting the nose under Swafford. Swafford gets the run out of 2. Whoa, we've got several cars down low. DP Riggins dropped low. Worth noting, Russell Worth, Brian Hewitt, and Mike Brown did end up taking pit stops, but a couple laps later than everybody else, and even fewer pace laps on tires could make a difference. Tina predicting a caution at lap 24. Will she be right? Jeremy Root has led every lap so far under green. Swafford in second, Clay in third. Clay was making moves before that caution came out and just set the fastest lap of the race. 29.44. Surprisingly, we are missing DJ the Iceman Kenner tonight. He drives much like Clay, very good at these tracks where you have to conserve tires. Blake Beacon now up into 5th. Pudge up 6 spots into 4th after pit stops. Edmund Jones, the points leader, now up 6 spots into 7th. And Newbie has cracked into the top 10. He is up to 9th. Up 13 spots so far tonight. Another driver on the move, Dustin Slover, up 7 spots to 12th. Looks like the pit crews put on those special tires that are match perfect and staggered special, because some of these guys have really kicked it into high gear. Newbie now on the back bumper of Jacob Morgan. Points leader Edmund Jones in 7th. Blake Beacon currently in 5th, second in points, but 20 points back. Clay Kirchenbauer still holding on to third, about 0.3 of a second behind Swafford. It was about 10 laps into the run when Clay started reeling him in very, very quickly. And it looked like Jacob was a little squirrely coming out of turn 2. He held on to it. Jeremy Edwards, despite qualifying in 4th place, did not make the drop of the green, had to start from pit road, has still made his way up to 11th. Cody Kennedy is out of the race, not having that fast repair tonight. Came into play very, very early for him. Cody Kennedy really having a rough season, a guy we have seen up toward the front in past seasons, battling for championships, but currently back in 30th. Just no luck as Justin Swafford goes for the lead. Off the turn, Swafford takes the lead, lap 28. Seeing a lot of these guys really not pushing too terribly hard. They know they've got to conserve those tires. A lot of guys just seem to be waiting for that opportunity to pounce. Dustin Slover in 12th, Pieper in 13th, right behind. Slover about 3 1/4 seconds though behind Jeremy Edwards. Edwards is closing the gap on Goodpasture. Jeremy Root has started fading. Swafford is starting to open up a gap, but Root has now dropped back to 5th. Blake Beacon slides up in front of him. Richie Joplin sitting in 6th, Edmund in 7th, Jacob Morgan in 8th, Newbie still running along in no. Newbie a little out of shape. Jeffrey Goodpasture in 10th. Swafford pulled about a 3/4 of a second lead there for a few minutes after taking the lead, but Clay has come alive and is starting to run him down. Oh! Edmund Jones way out of shape, out of turn 2. Jacob Morgan up to the high side. And Morgan is going to clear. Can Newbie take advantage? Newbie to the high side, moving into 8th. Edmund back to 9th. Exactly what Blake Beacon wanted to hear from his spotter. Edmund going backwards. Let's Beacon close that gap up a little bit more in the points. Clay lost a little bit of ground on that last lap. Now 9/10 of a second back. Pudge now up into 3rd. Blake in 4th. Root now in 5th. Richie Joplin starting to make his way forward. He is looking underneath Jeremy Root to get into the top 5. Richie came in tonight 4th in points, 9 points behind Pudge. Needs to close that gap up with just a few races left to go. 4 races left to go in the season, and things are going to get tight. Clay has started reeling. Swafford back in. Pudge is closed up to Clay's bumper, and Blake right behind him. Richie Joplin in 5th, Jeremy Root now back to 6th, Jacob Morgan in 7th, all still nose to tail. Brandon Newby about 1.2 seconds back. Edmund Jones still holding on to 9th, but Goodpaster is on his bumper. And Blake Viken just took 3rd from Nowski. Almost a third of the way into this race. It has been pretty darn clean thus far. Ryan McDaniel currently running in 17th. His whole goal for tonight was to make it to the end, have a good time, and just survive. Right now, he has got breathing room in front and behind. Is he holding on to something for later in the race? Ooh, a little bobble there out of 4. They have been on green. It has been green for 20 laps now. Clay Kirchenbauer had the fastest lap after the restart, 29.44. Last time by, 31 dead, 1.6 seconds slower in just 20 laps. And every one of these drivers is wanting tires right about now. As Pudge goes by Blake to take 3rd back. Russell Worth headed into pit road. Again, Russell racing with that injured arm. Hope he's doing okay. Pudge, another driver that appears to be coming alive on this long run. He's up 7 spots into 3rd, and he is reeling in the top 2. Oh, Pudge got his stripe. Swafford starting to see some lap traffic. 19th place, Colby Whipple just ahead. Mike Brown not far in front of him. 20 laps into the run, lap traffic coming into play. This could be huge. Russell Worth is coming back out on track. Got to give it to Russell. That whole right arm in a cast. Still out here trying to get it done. He made it through a little over half the race last week. Hopefully he can make it through the night tonight. Only one driver out so far, Cody Kennedy, after that incident on lap 14. Swafford now under Colby Whipple, putting Whipple a lap down here. Clay is closed right up. He shoots under Whipple. Pudge gets a huge run into the turn, almost gets into Whipple's bumper. And things really tighten up in the top 5. How much of a factor will this lap traffic play here tonight? Jeremy Edwards has now gone to pit road. He's looking for 4 fresh Goodyears. Edmund Jones has started to fade here. The points leader now back to 11th, and it looked like he just got a stripe. I guarantee you before this night is out, every one of these drivers will have a Darlington stripe. Brandon Newby continuing his march to the front. Here comes Newby. It looks like we're having green flag pit stops. Newby was up to 10th before the trip to pit road. Some of the drivers trying to come in a short pit, take advantage of fresh tires, see if they can make something happen. They can go 35 to 40 laps on a tank of fuel here. All these drivers were in on lap 16. So we're just at the front edge of the pit stops as it looks like here they come. The whole field is coming. Swafford is in. Clay Kirchenbauer, Pudge, Blake Beacon. Richie Joplin stays out. Jeremy Root, Jacob Morgan, Jeffrey Goodpaster. The top 5 in pit road. Expect to see a lot more this time. And how many are going to try and stretch it? Brian Hewitt in, Dustin Slover in. Jeremy Root headed to pit road as well. Patrick Pieper on his way in. Aaron Brill coming in. Edmund Jones is in. Still several cars out here trying to stretch the mileage, hoping for a caution during this to take advantage. Richie Joplin now headed in. Jacob Morgan is slowing for pit road. Jeffrey Goodpaster still on track. Tyler Ott and Ryan McDaniel still on track. On track. Could this be the moment where Ryan McDaniel's luck changes? Jacob Morgan has hit pit road as well. Jeffrey Goodpaster, Tyler Ott, Ryan McDaniel, the only 3, I believe, that have not been in. Justin Swafford now in 4th, Clay in 5th, and Pudge in 6th, with the top 3 still needing to hit pit road. Brandon Newby, who is one of the first drivers in pit road, lap 48, now up into 9th. Tyler Ott has come to pit road. Only Goodpaster and McDaniel. Here comes Goodpaster and Ryan McDaniel on his way in. How much of a difference will these extra laps make late in the run? Will it be enough? Goodpaster did not make pit road last time. He drops in now. And the lead will cycle back to Justin Swafford, with Clay in 2nd and Pudge in 3rd. Viken now in 4th, Richie Joplin in 5th, Newby 6th, Jacob Morgan in 7th, Patrick Pieper in 8th, Edmund Jones in 9th, DP Riggins in 10th. Blake Kirchenbauer losing a little bit of ground here on fresh tires. That has been his MO most of the night. Fresh tires, he does not push the truck. And then the moment everybody else starts to fade, he comes flying by. Brian Hewitt is still on pit road. And Tyler Ott just now coming back out. Looks like Ott may have gotten a speeding penalty. He was on pit road an extended period of time. Russell Worth, who pitted on lap 39, also an extended stop. Halfway through the race, Justin Swafford in the lead. And you guys are being awfully quiet at home tonight. Let us know who you're cheering for. Will this race stay green? We have been green since about lap 19. Only one caution so far tonight. Clay Kirchenbauer in 2nd, starting to pull away from Pudge in 3rd. Viken in 4th, trying to close back up. Richie Joplin in 5th. But the gaps between the top 5 are really starting to grow. First to second's only 1.1 second. Pudge about a half second behind. Viken 1 3/4 seconds back in 4th. Richie now almost 6 seconds behind in 5th. Jacob Morgan in 6th, 2 1/4 seconds back. Patrick Pieper in 7th, right with Morgan. Newby right behind him. Edmund Jones back in 9th, 5 3/4 seconds behind. And DP Riggins in 10th, 3.7 seconds back. Robert Winger, happy birthday, Richie Joplin. It is his 242nd birthday of 2023. Happy birthday, Richie. Dustin Slover in 11th, Jeffrey Goodpaster in 12th, Aaron Brill in 13th, Mike Brown currently in 14th, Jeremy Root in 15th, Colby Whipple in 16th, Ryan McDaniel in 17th, Russell Worth 18th, Tyler Ott back on track in 19th, and Jeremy Edwards in 20th. Worth noting, Ryan McDaniel has the freshest tires on track by a significant margin, at least 4 laps on everybody else. Doing great tonight, Robert. How the heck are you, buddy? Russell Worth has had a problem back behind. He is towed to pit road. No caution. Russell looking underneath for a position, gets loose out of the turn and hits the inside wall on the front stretch. He gets the truck towed. A hard hit for Russell and without a repair tonight. You know what, Robert? I set the same personal record today as well. We should go out and celebrate, buddy. Surprisingly, on this run, I think Clay might have got a bad set of tires. He is actually losing ground to Swafford. Hudge in third has reeled him back in as well. Biggest mover of the night, still Brandon Newby up 14 spots into 8th, closing in on Patrick Pieper. Pieper about 4 seconds ahead. DP Riggins also starting to make some moves, up 4 spots into 11th. Edmund Jones now up 4 spots into 9th. Hudge up 7 spots into 3rd. Viken up 4 spots into 4th. Dustin Slover is back on pit road. And I do believe this is an unscheduled stop for Dustin. Brandon Newby is in trouble. Oh, Newby gets the wall. Let's see if we can get a better view. Oh, Newby gets up into the wall. He gets his stride, but is too slow. The cars behind quickly reeling him in. And another hit into the wall. They'd have nowhere to go. Newby now on pit road, will likely have extensive. Newby is officially out of the race. Newbie came into the night 14th in points, just behind Darren Silva. Darren also not here. Darren was tied with Jeremy Root in 12th, and Jacob Morgan will pick up a lot of ground here tonight. Jacob back 15th in points. Currently running 6th on track, a big point night for him. Yeah, he got a little bit of the wall, then got hammered. Heartbreaking for Newbie. He was the biggest mover of the night, had been on a march all night long. Ryan McDaniel on those front. Mike Brown is also in. Ryan McDaniel, as we mentioned, was the last one to pit on that second round of stops, but has made his way up to 14th. And it looks like Russell Worth may also be out of the race. He said this is one of his top 3 worst tracks. That is a heartbreak. Russell Worth is officially out. A rough night for several drivers here tonight. Mike Brown has been on pit road for an extended period of time, as was Dustin Slover. And Dustin Slover now officially out of the race. Swafford still has the lead over Clay Kirchenbauer. Clay, though, has... Oh, Clay's in the wall! Clay had reeled in Justin Swafford. He had been almost 2 seconds behind at close to 1.3. But now falling back to 1 3/4. DP Riggins on pit road. With just over 40 laps to go, these guys hitting pit road will have to make at least one more stop. However, they are the guys that have not pitted yet. They are about 2 to 3 laps from being able to go the distance. Hey, good evening, JR. How are you? DP is on pit road for an extended time. Remember, no fast repairs tonight, so these guys, they get into the wall too hard. They're going to be on pit road for a while. Mike Brown still on pit road. Mike, significant damage after getting together with Newbie. Ryan McDaniel right behind the leader, 2 laps down at the moment, but up to 13th. Hey, JR, just saying that there's a guy named Grant that could be worth looking at. Clay has started to reel Justin Swafford back in, but oh! Clay gets loose out of the turn again. Every time Clay starts to build some momentum, something appears to go wrong. Swafford has had some sort of a problem. I believe he likely got the wall. Clay on his way in. He had closed down to under a second on Swafford. Tires definitely starting to go. Pudge way loose out of 4. Great save by Pudge. I got you. I just know some of his fans really liked that idea today. And some of his close friends. Blake Beacon has closed back in on Pudge. Now Blake is on his way in. This is likely final stops for the majority of these drivers. Richie Joplin on pit road now as well, and he has been on pit road for a while. I don't see any damage to the truck. This may be a penalty. Patrick Pieper is in. Blake Beacon is now in. And Pudge is now on his way into pit road. Jacob Morgan is headed in. Swafford may be setting up to come to pit road here. Hey, Steve, thank you so much for the stars, man. Justin Swafford still has the lead. Goodpaster in second now as final stops are underway. Jacob Morgan has now been in for entirely too long. Likely another penalty. Richie Joplin is back out on track, and it does appear that that was a speeding penalty on pit road. I'm glad you did, Steve, man. I really appreciate it. Swafford gives up the lead. He is coming in. Jeffrey Goodpaster coming around to take the lead. Edmund Jones now on pit road. Appears a lot of speeding penalties this time, including Tyler Ott, Richie Joplin, Jacob Morgan, and DP Riggins. Also appears Jeremy Root had a penalty. One driver who was the last driver to stop on that second round of pit stops, Ryan McDaniel, now up to 9th place. If he can make this final stop without a penalty, oh, Ryan's up in the wall. If he can make this stop without getting a speeding penalty, this could be a very good night for Ryan and really turn that season around. Aaron Brill now rolling off pit road after his stop. Jeffrey Goodpaster still has not stopped. Clay Kirchenbauer, after pit stops, now in second. Blake Viken now up to third, Pudge in fourth. Swafford lost a lot of time on pit road. He is now back into fifth. Swafford did extend just a little bit. Ryan McDaniel now on pit road. As we were saying, Swafford did extend that run just a little bit more than the cars around him. So he will have slightly fresher tires. It appears Jacob Morgan also got a speeding penalty. A lot of speeding penalties tonight, a very unusual situation, as here comes Jeffrey Goodpaster. Ryan McDaniel, no speeding penalties, on his way out. Jeffrey Goodpaster on his way to pit road. Clay Kirchenbauer will pick up the lead here. And he has a 4-second lead over Blake Viken. Blake has a 2-second lead over Pudge at the moment. Swafford now back in fourth, 2 seconds behind Pudge. Pieper back in fifth. Goodpaster really extended the laps. Will those fresher tires make a huge difference? No penalty for Goodpaster. Edmund Jones now moving up into fifth. Clay's lead now 3.5 seconds. Blake is on the march. Blake has 2 laps. Fresher tires, and that's going to make a big difference. Swafford now back up into fourth. After pit stops, Ryan McDaniel holds on to 15th and closing in on Jeremy Root. McDaniel does have some of the freshest tires on track by several laps, including 6 laps more than Root. Jeremy Edwards and DP Riggins will both still need to make one more stop for fuel. Clay's lead has shrunk, now down to 3 seconds. Blake is coming. Nowski still holds third, Swafford in fourth. Patrick Pieper now up 6 spots into fifth. Edmund Jones up 7 spots into sixth. Goodpaster in seventh, Ritchie in eighth, Aaron Brill in ninth. Jacob Morgan now back up into 10th. And Colby Whipple, who is one of the first drivers to lose a lap tonight, is currently in 11th. DP in 12th. Jeremy Root in 13th. Jeremy Edwards in 14th. Ryan McDaniel currently in 15th, reeling him in. Could this be Clay's first win of the season? Yeet indeed, Kevin. Clay came in tonight tied for 6th in points with Tyler Ott. Just 8 points behind Swafford, 10 points behind Ritchie. So a huge, huge points night for Clay if he can get it done here tonight. Aaron Brill in 9th. Jeremy Root trying to get back to the lead lap in 13th. DP Riggins will still need to make a pit stop, as will Jeremy Edwards. Ryan McDaniel has run down Jeremy Edwards. He was about 3 seconds behind. It is now down to 1.1 and gaining. Jeremy Root has gotten past DP, now up into 12th. Colby Whipple having a great comeback here in 11th. Blake Veakin was starting to reel in Clay. Had got the gap down under 3 seconds, but Clay is now extended to 3.6 seconds with 15 laps to go. Hudge is starting to reel Blake in. Blake came in tonight second in points to Edmund Jones. Blake sits in 2nd, Edmund in 7th. Could be a huge night for Blakey Poo. Edmund Jones tried to get past Goodpaster. Now Edmund may be in trouble. A couple of lead lap cars, Blake Veakin and Pudge going by. DP Riggins still holds 13th. Ryan McDaniel now to 14th. And closing the gap on DP at the moment. Ryan looking for a little bit of luck here tonight. Can his luck change? Kevin, you'll have to let me know how Friday morning goes, buddy. Jacob Morgan currently holding on to 10th. He came in tonight 15th in points, but Brandon Newby out of the race early. Darren Silva not here. Jeremy Root a couple spots back in 12th. Mike Brown back in 17th. Jacob Morgan could have a very, very big points night here tonight. Blake has started to fade. Pudge has gotten by, as has Swafford. What happened to Blake here as Pudge looks low, headed toward turn 3. Swafford right behind Blake, no problem. Looks like Blake's truck, the tires might just be gone. And surprisingly, Pudge, Robert, you are right, Pudge is starting to close the gap. The gap now down to 2.5 seconds with 8 laps to go. We have known all night that this was Clay Kirchenbauer's kind of race. But Pudge has really come alive here. And Swafford right on his bumper, although Swafford was a bit out of shape, out of turn 2. Clay's lead definitely starting to shrink. Remember, Clay stopped lap 83, Pudge stopped lap 86, Swafford stopped lap 89. 3 laps may not seem like a big difference, but here at Darlington, it really is. Does Clay have enough to hold them off? Five laps to go at Darlington. The gap to second, 2.5 seconds. With third place, Justin Swafford right there. Blake Viken in 4th, Patrick Pieper in 5th. And also a big night for Ryan McDaniel. He may not be winning this one, but he is in 14th and still running undamaged. Could be the start of turning his whole season around. Kevin, just make sure you throw the trash out Friday morning. Swafford has gotten past Pudge to take second. Pudge now in 3rd, Swafford 2.6 seconds back. Did Pudge have a problem? No, Swafford just had the better run and the fresher tires. Oh, and Pudge got loose through 3 and 4. 2 laps to go for Clay Kirchenbauer. Looking for his first win of the season, Clay, a 2.6 second lead. White flag is in the air one more time around the lady in black for Clay Kirchenbauer. Looking for his first win of the season. And a huge points night tonight. He'll pick up several spots in the points and finally gets back to victory lane. Clay Kirchenbauer wins at Darlington. Justin Swafford coming home in second. Pudge. Pudge comes home in third. And Blakey Pooh Snickerdoodle Boo Boo just sends it into him. Well, let's talk to our top three, starting with Pudge. Pudge, man, a great run to come home in third. It looked like you were going to run Clay down for a few minutes.
Man, I was pushing it too hard, Doug, and she just got so loose on me. I couldn't. I don't know, man. He pitted 4 laps before us, and I thought we'd have him on fuel, and somehow he was able to save enough to get the win out there.
Well, man, you still managed to come home with a third-place finish and a big night. You finish ahead of Blake, so you close the gap up just a little bit, and on Edmund.
Definitely, man. I'm trying to go after that points championship, and I had to work late tonight, so I didn't even get to practice, so I'll definitely take a third tonight.
Well, maybe it pays off. Maybe you don't need to practice, and you'll come home with the win.
I totally agree with you. I might have to start doing that.
Well, man, congratulations. An awesome, awesome run tonight, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you, buddy.
Pudge comes home in third. Justin Swafford. Swofsky, that second place run, that's all me. I taught you how to drive a truck.
That is. I guess I'm going to have to just keep learning.
I guess so. Man, it looked like you and Pudge might actually run him down. Then Pudge gets loose, and just getting by Pudge seemed to be just the gap that Clay needed there.
Yeah, I think I burned my stuff off trying to chase down Pudge, and then lap traffic. Working through that's always fun. So once I got past him, I think I just burned my stuff off, and I could not get any closer to Clay at all.
Man, still an awesome run. A second place tonight, and a good points night as well. Looks like you'll pull up to at least fourth in the points, so you're still in the hunt for this title.
Yeah, man, we're trying every week. I think next week we head to Michigan, so home track. Got to do my best there too, see what we can pull out there.
Well, man, congratulations. An awesome night. Great job, buddy.
Thanks, Doug, and congrats, Clay, on the win.
And finally, our winner tonight. Clay, you're finally back in victory lane, buddy.
Hey, feels good. I just ran out of gas doing donuts.
Is there any better way to run out of gas, though?
That is the best way. It's proven.
Man, that was an awesome run. The first part of the race, it was really obvious that on fresh tires, you were not the fastest, but after about 10 laps, you just started closing the gap on pretty much everybody.
That's the story of my life, Doug. Yeah, I didn't have anything for Swafford. I would have equal lap times after about 10 laps, and then I caught a lapper just awful one corner right coming off two, and I had to lift, and I lost a whole second. And then our lap times just stayed the same, so I knew the only chance I had was to short pit them. And honestly, I figured after 10 laps or so, even if they had 3 or 4 fresher tires, that I would be able to match their lap times. So that's what I did. I actually figured I'd maybe have a 2 to 3 second gap, and I came out with like a 7-second gap. And so I just kind of managed that gap, and I never ran a hard lap at all after that last pit stop. So it worked out good.
It definitely did, man. A great strategy. Obviously, fast truck tonight, and you finally get back to victory lane. A big points night as well, with a lot of guys in front of you in the points finishing. Everybody finished behind you, but you're going to close up the points again as well.
Yeah, man, it's tough. I've had such a terrible season so far. It's kind of tough to think about points. So just trying to collect as many trophies as I can, especially away from these plate tracks. Yeah, me and Swafford both are home track next week at Michigan. Looking forward to that. Felt like I should have won that race last time we were there with the trucks. And yeah, and hopefully Swafford's going to come see me race go-karts on Saturday, so we're going to get to meet.
Awesome, man. Congratulations. You guys try not to have too much fun Saturday.
Will do. Appreciate it, Doug. Good job tonight.
Clay Kirchenbauer finally back to victory lane. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you're back Sunday morning, GT3 NSS. And we'll have some announcements about the holiday week and fun stuff we're going to be doing. And make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Hope you all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night, everybody.